Live with CDP Sports Talk, a weekly sports and entertainment podcast sponsored by Barry Cullen Chevrolet. Live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn. And on audio via Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, Anchor FM, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Radio Public, and TuneIn. Now, here's your host, Chris Palme.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Season 12, Episode 40, overall 645 of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, brought to you by and sponsored by Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership. Our friends are located at 905 Woodlawn Row West in the Guelph Auto Mall. Check out their website, barrycullen.com, for the newest selection of new and pre-owned GM vehicles, along with their great selection of all-electric vehicles and Cadillac vehicles as well. You can call the dealership at 519-824-0210 and tell them Chris Palme sent you, or you can email them at info@barrycullen.com. Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership has been family-run and operated here in the city of Guelph since 1969. And with winter here, with snow, the cultures, check out Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership for winter tires, or get a free, no-charge battery check, a 12-volt battery check for free. And if you happen to need a new battery, they'll give you a $20 rebate on a new one as well. So more details available at barrycullen.com, the official advertiser of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. Good morning, everybody, on this Thursday, January 8th, 2026. This is my fourth show of the new year, and I'm looking forward to my guest today. This is her first appearance. We met through Facebook, social media, and we're going to bring her on one moment. Her name, we're going to bring her on right now. Her name is Luna Ming. She's an award-winning actor, singer, musician, and well-known knitwear designer based out of North Carolina, and we're going to bring her on right now. Good morning, Luna. How are you?
Hi, Chris. How are you? I'm good.
I am doing good on this January 8th, 2026, and today we actually have no snow or freezing rain coming down. It's actually a day without any weather issues here.
Yeah, here too. Sunshine. Beautiful day.
So I've never been to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. What's that state and community like?
It's a very it's a university-based city, Chapel Hill, because UNC is here, and the weather is perfect. It's not too hot, not too cold, and trees everywhere and blue sky, and I love it.
What's your favorite attraction of North Carolina in that area?
It's the universities. UNC is here, and UNC is in Chapel Hill, and Duke is in Durham. So that's those two places, and I like to go sometimes visiting. I love them.
Are you a sports fan by any chance too?
Occasionally, I do watch some football, but I'm not really like a fan follows them everywhere and tailgating stuff like that. No.
I find when I visit the States, I find high school and college sports are just as popular as professional sports.
Yeah, right.
Now, how was your holiday season? Did you have a good holiday season? And did you have a good start to the Happy New Year, by the way, 2026?
Yeah, Happy New Year to you too. Yeah, we had a good Christmas and New Year, and we had visitors from Savannah. My friend and her parents came visited us, and then it was really nice, and the weather was nice too. I think, yeah, good. It was really, really cold before Christmas, but Christmas and New Year, those week, oh, that was perfect, almost like spring and summer.
Do you ever get snow in North Carolina occasionally, or no?
Yes, we do sometimes. Yeah.
To me, I prefer Christmas and the holiday seasons with white snow. It just feels more like Christmas when there's white stuff on the ground.
Yes, but in North Carolina, you hardly ever get any on Christmas. Maybe you'll get it in February.
I'm gonna put you on the spot here since you're an award-winning actor as well. Do you have a favorite specific Christmas movie that you enjoy at holiday time?
Oh, the oh my gosh, it's what's the English name? It's the little kid at home stayed what?
Home Alone. Home Alone.
Home Alone, yes. Home Alone. That's always like so funny. And then it's so ridiculous, right? But you just can't help yourself like thinking it's so fun. And I even made poster with my kid replaced in there. It was so cute. Yeah.
Now, there was 5 of them made. The first 2 were the best. If you had a
Yes.
choice, which one would you choose, the first one or the second one?
I think the first one.
The first one? I liked them both. I think the first one was great, and the
Yeah.
second one, Home Alone in New York, was great. Unfortunately, the 3rd and the 4th, the 5th one, they rebooted it with different actors and characters, and it just
Yeah.
was never the same. What are your thoughts on reboots nowadays with these movies?
And it's all about business, right? It's what's the audience wants to see. It's because it's so successful in the first season or second season or something, and they have to make up something to continue to make that money. Yeah, but sometimes the quality, some are really good, like Stranger Things, right? Very good. And then, but some of them is just you can't tell. It's like
Now
it's
have you
or yeah. Yeah, keep
now
going.
have you thought about it in the future, maybe getting into a Christmas type movie yourself?
Yes, anything if I see the story is really good, the character I really like to be to do, of course, I don't refuse any opportunities. Yeah, that's another thing. I don't say no to any opportunities. That's how you actually
And that's the
do in this business. Oh, today I'm a little, yeah, I'm a little off. Maybe I cannot do it good. Oh, I should turn this down. Never for me. No.
It's the same with the media radio industry. Any opportunities I get, Luna, I
Mhm.
make sure I take advantage of it because experiences and skills will lead you to paid opportunities in the future as well. And as well as connections and networking as well. I'm sure the same with your acting career.
Yes, very, very important, the connection. So I go to the movie showcase, and I go to any of those festivals and stuff. I go talk to people. Somebody's just sit there and drinking coffee, watching movie, but I have to go walk around and then talking to people. You never know who you're gonna meet. You never know, and you create yourself a lot of opportunities by doing that.
100%. As you see, I've got a Nike ball cap on, but
Hmm.
being in the media radio industry, I wear at least 10 different hats. And how important is it in the entertainment acting industry as well to wear many hats?
I have no idea about the hat. I don't think it's very important. Whatever we do is we're serve for the character. Whatever the character wants us to be, we're being that person. And then yeah, we can't decide basically. It's the character decide what we can wear. Yeah.
Now, I do have some questions prepared, but I wanted to ask you this as well. You became an actor in 2018. What was your inspiration or bug into going into acting?
Okay. That was my little girl's dream when I was like very young, like 7 or 8. But I was in a born in a little village in China, Inner Mongolia, China. We had no way to find the path to go to the acting career or anything like that. And I live in a very near a big mountains, like a 10-minute walk from my place to a mountain. And I walk to the mountain top. I act into the mountains all the time. No, but no audience, just the mountains, and nobody watching me. So I just act. Uh, that's always inside my dream. And the nearest one I can get to this is when the end of my elementary year, there is a school from a city, nearest the city, not village, to came to there for the students who wants to go learn music. I think music, like gonna be on the stage. So yeah, that's near my dream. So I went to audition for it, and they picked me. So I left home at 11 years old to a boarding school in the nearest city, which is like 300 miles from home, to learn music. And that planted the seed. And then 2018, I started it. The neighborhood I live, I also a knit and crochet, right? We have a knitting group together. So we ladies knit and talk. There is a lady, she said she's an actress. I was so interested in what she's doing. How did she become an actress, right? So I always chat with her, and she knew exactly what I want, right? I want to find out. She said, there is an audition in the community theater. Do you want to go with me? I'm going to go audition for it. I said, sure, let's go. It's just for fun. And there's a company with me, so I'm not scared or things like that. So I went with her, and they cast me. And that's the start. I started acting in a community theater. And that opens my door. And I start taking the acting classes. I knew I have to make my craft. Like you have to have something to show people, right? You have to learn. You cannot just sit there and say, I want to be an actor and doing nothing. And I can cry on cue. That's not acting. So you have to know how to really act. So I signed up a bunch of acting class and attended to acting schools, started acting schools there. Then yes, and then that's how it begins. I hope that answers your question.
For those people that are watching our show right now on live stream or on audio, and they're looking to get into the acting industry, what advice would you give to them from your experiences so far?
Yes, that I didn't have so many like a curled path. I go straight to I didn't make a wrong turn. Why? I was in probably I'm lucky too. I found a Facebook group, got the talent manager for TMFA. Let's just say this way for actors. Yeah, talent management for actors. Yes, the founder is Wendy Ellen Wright. She's my mentor too. She was a manager in Hollywood. And now she has found a school called Hollywood Winner's Circle. And I attended to her school. This school is not teaching your acting skills. It's teaching your acting business, how you run yourself as a business. That really gave me a shortcut. I knew what to do right away. I followed everything, and I wrote my resume. I found myself a representation. I auditioned for them, and then started auditioning and taking classes. Of course, you have to take classes with the best coaches. You cannot just find somebody, my friend coaching me. No, that won't work. You have to find somebody you really know how to act.
Somebody that has acting experience.
Right. Yes.
So in this case, you can't really self-teach yourself. You really you need that training.
Right. You definitely always training. Even you already got some big roles, you still need to train yourself. You still, I have ongoing acting classes, always.
How competitive is the acting industry, and how important was it to find the right agent for yourself?
The competitive, I'm a non-union actor, and there's a union actors too. And non-union actor, you have more wide choices. You can act in a lot of non-union projects now. Like nowadays, lots of good non-union projects existing, and then you actually have less competitions in this group of people. And as an Asian actor too, in North Carolina especially, I think I have an advantage. If they need a mid-aged Asian lady, oh, Moon or Luna, they thought about me right away. And but for the average actors, and start with non-union actor, don't hurry to get in to the door of the union, because the union has more competition in there. All the union actors, they're already in some big productions, and you have more competition in there. A lot of my union friends, they can't find jobs to do, because once you're in the union, you can't do any non-union works anymore. So you cut out a lot of opportunities already. So push as long as you can to go into the union, to join the union, and do as much work as you can. But when you have to join, and you keep getting the union works, yes, of course, you can keep getting union work. It's paid a lot more, and then no reason to not join, right? Yeah, just wait until then.
What are your thoughts on AI in the acting industry? And do you find with AI, it's causing the industry to shrink?
AI, I never believe that AI will replace actors. You can't tell. You can tell if something like the scene is AI generated. You can't tell, because every actor has their signature. Also, you underline your thoughts behind your eye. AI cannot do that. I don't think AI can replace a good project, a movie or something. You cannot replace real actors. No. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on live streaming kind of shrinking the movie theaters? Like growing up in the 70s and 80s, that was big, going to movie theaters, and now you see the movie theaters kind of disappearing because everything's now on Netflix or Apple TV and that, etc.
Yeah, it definitely affect the theaters, the live streaming, definitely affect that. But from the people I know, I didn't do the research or anything. From the people I know, if it's a good movie, everybody still wants to go to the theater to see it, instead of maybe see the second time online. But the first time, people like to go to the theaters, and the theater still, it's different. You feel the difference, right?
The smell of the popcorn when you walk right in.
Exactly.
Now, I wanted to ask you this. As an actor in the entertainment industry, what makes a good movie in your opinion these days?
What makes a good movie? Wow, that's a big question. Telling a good storyline. Yeah, and you'd have to have a really professional crew team. Like the cinematographer is really, really, really important. Sometimes people ask, my friends or friends ask me to join their movie set to do something. I always ask, what camera do you use, and who is your cinematographer? I want to go check on him, see what did he do, and see the yeah. That's an editor. It's very, very important. It's the same material. If a different editor, you can get two different movies.
Being in the media radio industry and doing TV, everybody gives the on-air people the credit, but it's the guys, the camera guys, the audio guys, the guys behind the scene. It really is a truly team effort, and I'm sure it's the same with making a film, whether it's a full-length film, short film. It takes everyone on camera, behind the scenes to make it successful.
Yes, everybody. Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I cannot just list it everyone. It's everybody has to be very professional and high quality people to put together one good storyline. That's a successful movie would be, I think.
Luna, in your opinion, how much have you evolved and improved as an actor since 2018?
Mm. I think I grew a lot because of all the acting classes, because all the set I was in, and I recently did my participated as a executive producer. I did my first short film, and I starred in there too, um, and my understanding of acting and it's improving all the time, all the time. Uh, and when you did something like the last movie was always you feel like I could do it better on this, on that. Then I realized that is a good thing. So because you're growing.
You want to grow as a professional and not shrink as a professional. You want to just keep growing.
Exactly.
How much has acting helped you in terms of self-confidence and doing a little producing?
Hmm. Acting. I'm naturally when I was little, I was really self-conscious girl. But grow up as an university teacher, so you have to be confident, right? So I'm a naturally when I'm an adult, I'm a confident a person, and then acting is really give me the even more support. That thinking I am enough. I don't have to be somebody else. I'm just being myself. And any role, I can use my own life experience to reflect on it and make it real. And also I'm a Meisner trained actor. In Meisner, you always live in the present. And that's really helped me in the real life too. Live in the present and hear what other people are saying to you. Don't dismiss anything. Don't let any moment go away. So that's really helped me in my real life.
Now, when you do get a role, what's the preparation like? How much do you get into that character and how
Mhm.
much research is there? And also when you're doing acting, do you have a say to the producer or director about improvising some stuff too?
Say it again about the producer part because you glitching a little bit from my
When
side.
okay. Okay, yeah. When you do a role, how much preparation is in it, like research? And
Mhm.
also when you're doing a role, are you able to speak to the producer or director about maybe ad-libbing some things, like changing some things up?
Okay. For preparation, I also learning from the Hollywood coach, Amy London. I use her way to prepare. So there are 10 steps, like first and second. I follow that, like reading the script, no, like 10 times. Everybody's role 10 times, 10 times. And then the next time you only read the other side. It's things like that. I don't want to list it, everyone. But at the beginning, a lot of new actors thinking maybe the lines, memorize the line is the hardest thing, especially the line is really long, right? When you follow you know what situations are you in, you know what your character wants, and you listen to what the other side said, the other people's line, and the line comes naturally. You don't even have to memorize it. So the line is, to me now, is the easiest thing. The hard thing is this part, what I'm thinking inside when I'm listening, to it, what do I feel, what do I feel, do I feel this way or do I feel that way, and and then you give us a different reaction. That is the part I'm prepared. It's not really the line. The line can kind of just the secondary. It just follows naturally.
For
And for the producer part, oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead. Yeah, for the producer part of it.
Yeah. Uh, if it's a really big production, you don't get a chance to speak to any of those people. You just do what they tell you to do. And then, but on set, of course, the director, you could ask questions. If you're confused about this one, or if you have your own thoughts, you can ask them on set. But for like indie films, it's if the director or producer is, I kind of know them beforehand, I will ask, do you want me to just do word to word, or you want me to ad lib a little bit, or I have a thought, I wanted to ad lib a little bit on this part, is that okay? We can discuss that always.
For a young actor, what is the hardest thing for them to learn?
Hardest thing for them to learn, for the young actors, it's just you have to get yourself out there first, and you can't live in your head. A lot of young actors, like my son, they're actors too, and they sometimes they see the line and they live in your head. They thought they're doing something right, but you can tell from the eye they're thinking about the lines, or they thinking about they're not totally in. So to get out of your head and put yourself out there.
How important is connections and networking?
Very, very important. There somebody said, right, it's not about how much you know, it's about who you know, right? It's, you have to know somebody to get somewhere. It's, we living in a society, and especially the acting world, the connection is very important. A lot of times your reputation get you far. If it's the same, you both actors the same, and they want somebody who work with really pleasant to work with, right? Instead of the other one maybe not very pleasant. And yeah.
Now, in any career, how important is it to have a strong mindset? Because obviously, as an actor in the entertainment industry, you're going to get your successes, but sometimes you're going to get told no. So, how important is it having a strong mindset and a strong support system around you?
Mhm. We got rejected. If I do 10 auditions, if I get one cast, that's a good percentage. So you most times you get rejected, and you have to know how to take it. I call it take the reject gracefully. Uh, but it's, you just need to know it's not because you're not good. Sometimes you can control what they want. It's not you're not a good actor. Maybe they want it taller, they want it shorter, they want a heavy weight than you, and you're too thin, you're too heavy, or your hair color's not right. You can't control all that. And my way to deal with it, just after you push the submit button, forget about it. Just forget about, move on to the next one.
Don't take anything personally and don't burn bridges.
Exactly.
For my audience, what's an audition process like for an actor?
Audition process, we get the normally my agent get me the auditions. So they ask me, do you want me to submit you for this project? If I say yes, I'm available on the shooting days, so they submitted me to the casting. And if the casting received hundreds of thousands of those submissions per project, and that each actor showed on their screen as about this big a little headshots and all on the screen. So they look through them to pick, oh, I wanted this one audition, this one, this one, this one, this. So that tells you how important the headshot is, right? And then pick after you get picked, and they send you the script, the size, and then give you the deadline, and you start preparing to find a reader we do self-tape nowadays. Before it was all in-person audition, right? Before the COVID. And yeah, now after the COVID, we start doing self-tape, and now seem like self-tape is the thing. We don't do in-person audition anymore, but this is good. You can audition for the project in the West Coast. I'm in the East Coast. I can audition for some project in LA. And then after you tape yourself and you submitted it to your representation, and they submit it to the cast. And then if they want you, or if they want to do a callback, they will send you another email to call back. If they don't contact you anymore, don't ever contact them. That means you're done.
Basically, if you don't hear from them, then you didn't get the role.
Exactly. Yeah.
So now, from your experience in auditions, have you ever had an audition where you thought you did really well and then you just didn't get it? Or you had an audition where you thought you did poorly, but you actually got the role?
For me, I feel like I nailed it. And I never feel like I did poorly, I got a role. Everyone I feel I nailed it. And then the one I got the role, I feel like I can tell I did everything right. And then I had no doubt they're gonna cast me. I feel that way. I think if you feel poorly, and then they won't feel good. Maybe in the theater world, it's a little different, because it's you do it in person, your personality can affect some things. But in the self-tape, and everything is through this little square, like us now, is through this. Yeah. And everything is through your eyes, and could see a teeny tiny little difference. And if you think you didn't do good, you watch your tape, you think you didn't do good, you didn't do good.
How many auditions have you done so far in your career yet? So far,
I never even put them together. Yeah, it's average, right? Average. Wow, hundreds and hundreds of them. And I just tell you my New Year vision board. I just put it up, and then my goal is at least 2 auditions per week, at least. And if I don't get any auditions this week, I'm going to do some of my own self-tape. I can prepare a monologue and tape it myself, just as practicing. So no matter what, 2 auditions per week.
How important is it to make sure you have good reels, so people that see your website or your YouTube channel can see your work? How important?
Mm-hmm. For the
that
casting,
do you do that yourself, or do you have somebody help you with that?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, for casting, nowadays they like to have clips instead of reels, because reels is long. It's at least 2 minutes, right? Nobody sits there. Everything moves so fast. Nobody sits there to watch your 2-minute reels. If they want to cast mom, so they want to look through your Actors Access, see, oh, there's a mom clip. They're going to go click in there to see a less than 30-second clip, see how you do as a mom. Yeah, that's what they do now. But the reels is very important too. You can show it to somebody, maybe contact you, don't know you yet. Okay, this is my reel. This is all the roles I've been playing. And then they get, oh, she has a wide range. She can play this nice actor, a nice mom, and then she can play a villain, like bad person or something, right? It's both are important, but for casting, they use clips.
I notice as a content creator too, by the way, it seems like our attention spans are shrinking, and the shorter a video or a content is, the more views. It just seems like the attention spans are kind of getting smaller and smaller all the time.
Yeah, it's because the people's life moving fast, right? And then they are on the phone all the time. That's why all those little short, what's it called? Short shorts. Short
Yeah,
drama.
YouTube Shorts.
Short drama. How popular they are. The short drama on the phone, and they like 1 minute per episode. Those.
This technology has changed everything too. You can even make a movie on your phone nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, you could.
Now, Luna, since we're talking about reels and clips, I'd like to play one of your acting roles from your YouTube channel, if that's okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And how can people subscribe to your YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel is basically I showing my knitting and crochet techniques, and as I even forgot what's my username. It's Luna Ming. It's just Luna Ming. Luna Ming.
Luna Ming
Yeah, you can
on
search
YouTube.
on YouTube. Yes.
And I've already subscribed to like and share. So I'm going to play this clip right now, and give me 1 second. And let me know if you can hear the audio. If not, we'll fire the audio guy, which is me, by the way. 1 second.
Yes, I can hear
你
it.
说什么？
老女人，
你说谁是老女人？我是不是老女人？
So you live with a man, huh?
Oh, actually, he's gay though. We're kind of like sisters.
Yes, they're just good friends.
Ben? Ben? Oh, Ben! Honey, running into you here.
Yeah, I thought you were working.
Oh, yeah. I decided to take a little break and do some shopping with a friend here.
A high price to pay. I can get you inside, but no further than the threshold. The blood will be on your hands, sir.
Blood?
Tell me quickly, what happened?
You've become such a handsome man. I love you, Benny. All of you.
Love you too, Mom.
Go back to your date. This one seems like a keeper.
Mom.
Thoughts on your acting role there and some of your favorite scenes there?
Thoughts, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I want to talk about the first, the fighting one. I got injured all over when I doing that. Yeah, because I had to crash into the door many times, use my body, and I had to, you see, I didn't show it here. I had to catch that because I threw the bottle in the air and the bottle was spinning, right? And after I beat him up, I stand up and then I caught the bottle. So the caughting bottle, it's a glass bottle, the wine bottle, and then it causes my palm purple and blue afterwards because I had to do that so many times. I catch the bottle when the bottle was falling.
Now, I do have a commercial reel too. Can you tell us how you like doing commercials and maybe some of the differences between doing commercials and then doing an actual film?
And I enjoy more doing film, and commercials, it's really you have to have a good emotion to very exciting, and then also be real. It's exaggerated real. You have to be real, but you have to exaggerate because they always use the narrator to uh, put voice on top of it. All of them seeing you is your face and how you show it. You often see the commercial. They see a hamburger or something. They go, you don't do it in the real world, but real life, but you do it in the commercial. But it feels like you really think it's delicious. You're not like, like yeah, you pretending, right? You have to be real, and it's not easy. I get cast in commercials a lot. I'm a commercial queen.
How many commercials have you done so far?
Oh, so many. I've done so many commercials. I can't count. I've done Honeywell. It's all big name commercials. Honeywell. I've done Acreage Farm beef. With the football announcer. What's his name again? Kirk. I forgot his name.
Herb Street.
Yeah.
Kirk
Yes.
Herb Street.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, in there. And I've done Bank America. I've done Harris Teeter. I think you don't know Harris Teeter because Harris Teeter is in North Carolina brand, the food chain grocery store. What else? Yeah, the one I did in Honeywell, it was really cool. We did in a private jet hangar. I was a fly pilot that was in there, and it was so cool. Everything was so cool. They use a drone like this big to shoot the whole commercial, and the drone was flying, and it sounds like a big bumblebee, like a huge giant bumblebee right next to you, like this close, and you cannot even flinch or anything. You have to act like it's not there, right? It's kind of scary. I walk and that thing goes but everything's so fun. I loved it.
Out of all the commercials you've done so far, is there one that's most memorable so far?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. That one is like the coolest one. Yeah, I worked 10 hours nonstop. In the middle, only 30 minutes lunch break, and I had to change my pilot costume. I cannot eat on with the costume. I had to take it off, shove the food in there really quickly, and put that on and do the little touch up, and then back to work. And 10 hours.
It's not your typical 8 to 4 job. It's a very long day, and I'm assuming it's a fast-paced environment as they want to get these commercials made as soon as possible.
Yes, and the 10 hours, guess how much I appeared in the commercial. You know how short the commercial is, right?
15 seconds, 30 seconds.
30
is that the average length of a commercial? 30 seconds?
Some are shorter too. Yeah. The whole commercial 30 seconds. I appeared only few seconds in there. I was a principal, and other background actors, they work as long as we do. I didn't even see them in there. They would just want them to be there, and in case if they scan them, there is a repair guy repairing. But I didn't even see them in there. That's how it works.
Now I'm going to play your clip from your YouTube channel, Luna Ming's YouTube channel. It's just a commercial reel, and just 1 second. We're going to play this right now. 1 second, or it's Moon Outreach community commercial reel from 2022.
Our experts provide free in-home consultations to align the vision of your home with Pella's endless possibilities. Our products are easy to use, affordable, and are installed with lifetime warranties. We're the experts you can trust.
So whether you need it for work or play.
To love without fear.
No more fighting on your own.
Laura is easy to integrate into your existing workflow. If the administration is not ideal, removing Laura from the docking station automatically ends the recording.
Optimizing your flight by turning data into your co-pilot. Meet Honeywell Forge,
Thank you so much for letting me play that reel clip, Muna Outridge commercial reel from 2022. And by the way, speaking of pilots, my niece who lives here near me, not far, she's going to get her pilot's license, and it's a lot of process, a lot of schooling, a lot of process, and it's not cheap to become an airline pilot.
That's really, really cool. And when I was in there, I look at all those buttons. I look at them. I asked the director, which one can I push? And he said, none.
Now, you're also a singer, musician, and a knitwear designer. Can you tell us a little bit about your music career as well?
Yeah, I just like earlier I said, I went to the music school at 11. I started learning piano. Then later in the university, my major was music composition, and after that, I taught in the university in Inner Mongolia University for 6 years. Then I went to Beijing. I got my master's degree in music composition in Central Conservatory of Music, which is like a Juilliard in the US. Then I went to Singapore. I taught 3 years in Raffles Music College, teaching the music composition. By the way, the last film I did, I wrote the song for myself to sing in the film too. So that's my music career as a music composition. That probably you think why I didn't continue with that instead of doing music, I did acting. Like I said, that's my dream. Actually, the music, I wanted to act rather than doing music.
How would you describe yourself as a songwriter?
I'm not a songwriter. I learned my music composition is
Okay.
I write contemporary symphony. Those kind of no one wants to listen kind of music.
Who were some of your early music influences and maybe mentors in music?
Yeah, like those classic musicians like Bartok and some of the European like composers, little kind of have a folk music in there, in their music. Because I'm from Inner Mongolia, China, the folk music in Inner Mongolia is amazing. It's affected me the most, my music style the most. So my music, it's a contemporary music, but I adopted a lot of folk music into my pieces too. So
Now, is your music available on live stream platforms like Spotify,
No.
Apple, iTunes? No? Okay.
No, they're not my career now. So I did it in China, and back there, there's no streaming, no nothing. We wrote our music by hand. So each little teeny tiny note, I wrote it by hand.
What was that experience like attending the China Central Conservatory for your master in music composition? What was that experience like?
That experience actually changed the way I look at my music career. That's how I changed it. When I was in university in Inner Mongolia, no matter learning there or teaching there, I was always feel so good because I was always number one. If I see I'm number two, nobody can see they're number one. And I feel like, yeah, up there. But when you go to, it's like, if you're studying in a small little university and then all of a sudden you go to Yale and you know how that feels. Everybody around you are so great. They had this person get award from whatever music competition. And that one is like went to some music festival and get whatever award. Then I was really frustrated about I said, where I'm gonna go? No matter how hard I work, I won't be that good. And then I started making money. I went to start performing everywhere, like singing and playing piano in the 6-star, 5-star hotels, lobbies, and then teaching private students. Yeah. Then I after the 3 years of teaching in Singapore and I came to the US, I just finally think, oh, I don't want to do that anymore. Even I got the master's degree.
How much of an adjustment was it coming from China over to North America and the States as a young person? How much of an adjustment was it for you?
Mm. You know, the media always, they wanted to show you what they wanted you to see. In China, in our mind, Americans like everybody who has a gun walking on the street, and then the prostitutes along the side at night, and then murders everywhere, and then people doing drugs and stuff. When I came here, I feel like that's so different than what I thought. I was scared actually, but it's so beautiful. Everybody's so nice, and then the trees everywhere, and it's not like what I saw in the media and the film. Nothing like that, and then I loved it. And I'm the one who adopt the new environment really quickly. My friends describe me as a cockroach, so I can live everywhere in the world.
I wanted to ask you, how did it take you? What did you already learn how to speak English before you got to the States, or did you learn it while you got there?
I speak a little bit before I got here, and mostly I learned from here. And my spelling is so bad. I can't speak, but I don't know. Sometimes I don't know a word how to spell them.
Now, as an actress as well, how important is it to be bilingual? Like, can that give you extra? That gives you an extra advantage over other actors if you can speak other languages.
That's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah. The advantage is when you speak two languages, and then some films, right, nowadays, and then the Hollywood want diversities, right? They want to cast Black people in the film, and the white people, and the Asian, and the Filipinos, and whatever in there, right? And then when you can speak both language fluently, and then of course they choose you over on somebody couldn't speak English, only Chinese, right?
Yeah,
like that. But the disadvantage is I have an accent, and I only can act in some films. They don't care about accent, or immigration films. If they want somebody who sounds like American but have an Asian face, I cannot do that. I have accent. That's why I'm attending an accent coaching class. So that way, if I can have a standard American accent, then I also can pick up my Chinese accent. That will even open more doors for me in acting.
Can you tell us a little bit about being a voiceover artist as well? I'm kind of actually learning how to do voiceover work.
I did some voiceover work, but not much. I do mostly Mandarin voiceover. I did a film, the Canadian film. I worked with,
Do tell us.
You should check it out. The film called get on my IMDb. I forgot the name of the film. It's a something silent. Yeah, I voiced over a character. It's the Principal Wu. Yeah, for her. And in Mandarin, we have so many not states, the provinces. Each one of them have their own language, like not language, own not accent even. It's a different kind of language, almost like different kind of language. Some province between them, they couldn't understand each other. And even you speak Mandarin, but you have the accent of your own province. It's not standard Mandarin, and it doesn't sound right. So a lot of Chinese dramas, you can sometimes, if you know Chinese dramas, or they all use voiceovers. It's not like in English, in here, we always do the sound at the same time. But so that's why he asked me to do the voiceover for this lady. This lady supposed to be a Tsinghua University principal, which is in Beijing. you should have a northern accent at least, or standard Mandarin. But she's from Taiwan, I think. So she has a Taiwanese accent. That's why we can't use that. And I speak standard Mandarin, and I got the highest certificate in Mandarin speaking, so I can report news, that type of level. That's how I get the job.
In your opinion, what makes a good voiceover artist?
Voiceover is acting. You have to use your voice to act. Sometimes you even behind the camera, you have to act more than the actor inside of the you're looking at to get there. You know what I mean? So if he's really sad or something, your voice, you cannot just do it won't work. You have to be really from the bottom up. You have to feel sad to put the sound out, and then that
Just a Wi-Fi issue. Hopefully we'll get her back. Our guest, I apologize for that. Just a technical glitch there.
Oh.
Can you hear and see me okay now?
Yeah. I can hear you.
No, I apologize. It was just a technical glitch. You know, our technology, when it works, it's great.
Yeah, you're glitching now for me.
Talking about voiceover work and maybe some techniques for good voiceover work. Can you see and hear me okay now?
Yes. I'm not an expert.
Okay.
I'm not really an expert on voiceover, but I just did some work. Maybe somebody else can say it even better, but that's what my understanding. I don't know how much you heard me, but yeah, that's what I understand. It's voiceover is acting. You have to really have a strong acting skills to do voiceover too.
Now, can you tell us, before we wrap this show up in a couple of minutes, can you just tell us about being a well-known knitwear designer and how that all come about? And maybe the name of your company too.
Okay, I don't have a company. I worked with craft magazines, almost everyone in the U.S. I design knitwear, woman garments, and that when I was just arrived in the U.S., I had nothing to do, but I have a hobby, knitting and crochet. So that's why I told people don't say no to any opportunities. I attended a knitting group in a yarn shop, and I never had anybody's pattern. I just worked on my own thing, and they all have a paper in front of them and knitting and crocheting and stuff. And then the owner of the yarn shop asked me, "Where's your pattern?" I said, "It's in here. It's my own thing." He said, "Oh, you are a designer?" I said, No. I'm just knitting. I'm just doing it for fun. I'm not a designer." She said, "You don't have a pattern. You do your own thing. That's designing." I said, "Oh, okay, if you call that." And one day I was there knitting, and then there's a lady walks in. The owner said, Go talk to her. She's the editor of one of the magazines. So I did. I showed her my stuff. She said, "Okay, send me over via email. I'll look at them." And then I sent it. After 2 months, I didn't hear nothing. I thought, "Oh, they don't like my stuff. My stuff is not good enough." One time when I was driving and I got the email from her, she wanted to publish one of my pattern. I said, "Really?" And she asked me, "Do you know how to write a knitting pattern, crochet pattern?" I had no idea how to write a pattern back then. It's a different language for me. It's not even English. My husband couldn't even read a pattern. But what I said, yes. I know I can learn. I have time, right? I can learn. So I bought every magazine I can collect, the crochet their magazine. I started learning the same construction like what I had, my design, and I learned all the terms, how you say it. I wrote my first pattern. That's how I started, and then since that, and I published over 50 something plus designs in all over the magazines. Yeah, that's it.
Are they available to purchase on a website as well?
Yes, there you can buy the magazines or you can buy the individual patterns on Ravelry.com, and you can search Moon Eldridge, and I'll show up on there.
Gonna put you on the spot here. What's been your toughest item to knit and pattern so far?
Toughest. I think I think I designed a Chinese styled crochet top, and it has lots of color work, and the construction is kind of a little bit complicated. And I also invented my own technique too in knitting, and I had an article published in the magazine too, and so I did a lot in knitting crochet, but I enjoy it.
It's kind of like therapy for you, something to get away. And how important is it to be aware of the trends in knitting too?
Say it again. I didn't.
How important is it to be aware of trends, different trends?
And in knitting?
Yes.
As a designer, it's you have to have your own like your own signature. When they say it, this is who so and so's work, right? For knitting, a lot of knitters and crocheters, they just they don't design. They just pick whatever they like to put on their put on them to pick up nice pattern they like, and then they start working on it. And I don't know if I answered your question, maybe not.
What's your favorite color, and what's one word to describe yourself as a designer?
My favorite color, all the colors I don't avoid any colors. I don't think there is a favorite color. Maybe the warm colors. That's my favorite colors. All the warm colors, that like neutral warm colors. And one word as a designer, passionate.
Passionate. And what's one word to describe yourself as an actor?
One word. Oh my God, that's hard. What one word as an actor? Lucky? I'm a lucky actor. Yeah, I think I am lucky. Yeah.
And before we wrap this up, can you just tell our audience a little bit about your performance in the short film Reunion Diner, which won a Silver Award for Best Supporting Actress of an Independent Short Awards in Los Angeles? What was that like?
Yeah, that's a film I play a mean mom. And I really enjoyed working with the team too back then. The reason I won the reward, I think, is I had a little dips with the role. Not only you show how mean you are, right? Yeah, like you have to have a depth of the character to make the character kind of fluff it up. It's not like only like a 2D. This person is mean, but not likable, something like that.
Do you find it's more fun as an actor and challenging to play a villain or the good guy?
Of course, villain. I love to be a villain.
What makes a good villain in your opinion?
My opinion, to be a good villain is you have to be likable. You cannot be just bad. You have to be a villain, but people don't want to just look at you. You get off of the screen. That's not a good villain. All the good villains in the films, they're likable.
I know I've interviewed some professional wrestlers, and they call themselves, the good guys are called baby faces, and then the villains are called heels. And a majority of the people that are pro wrestlers, it's not easy. It's athletic, and you got to be an actor as well. A lot of them prefer to play the heel because they say it's more challenging to play the villain than the baby face.
Yes, it definitely a lot of actors, they like to play villains. It's because villains, they have more challenge, and you can. That's what I said. You can't play shallow. for a villain. Anybody can pretend to be bad, right? But that's not a good villain. Yeah. And then it's hard. And also another hard thing is the comedy is really, really, really hard.
Do you do some stand-up comedy occasionally?
No, I have no
No?
guts to do that. I admire people doing that, and it's really, really hard.
As we wrap up this show, what's next on your bucket list, Luna?
The next, it's in 2026. We probably are going to do our first indie feature film ourselves.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And then it's also this based on the short film we did. We're gonna pitch to the productions and to sponsor us to do a feature film. And I want to be in network TV too. I haven't been in network TV. I always did films.
Any plans to come to Canada internationally at some point?
If there is a big opportunity, of course, I will. Yeah, I would like to.
And I do this with all my guests as we wrap up the show. What are some fun facts or a fun fact about Luna Ming that your fans might not know about you?
I can move my ear. Does that count? Yeah. And I can burp on cue. If you can cut this out.
That's what I love about this show. I love it being live and the storytelling aspect and learning from all my guests as well.
Yeah, you couldn't cut it out. I can't take it back. Uh-oh.
Now, do you have a question? Ask the host CDP a question. As we wrap this show up, do you have a question to put me on the hot seat?
What's your goal of 2026 for the show to be?
Either get back on traditional radio, which I was on for a couple years in Georgia, but the station, unfortunately, the owners pulled the plug on it. So either get back on traditional radio or to continue to build this brand, continue to get great guests, get more companies to advertise, and just keep building up my social media following and keep improving and keep having great shows. To me, radio and media is a passion of mine, and I love connecting with my guests, the storytelling aspect, and the learning part as well. So I'm in the entertainment industry as well, but I'm more of a talker than an actor. And it's not, and I realize too, it's not easy being an actor and actress. And what I love about this show too, it's very diverse with guests and topics. And I just love learning every day something new from my guests or from this industry as well.
Yeah, your job is the second one. If I'm not an actor, I would like to do, because rather than telling about myself, I like to learn from other people.
Have you thought about having your own podcast show at some point?
You know, my English is my secondary language. I'm not confident on talking in English. If Mandarin, yeah, sure. But maybe someday I'm gonna have be a competition with you.
Yeah, seriously. And if you ever do decide to start up a podcast, just let me know, and I'd like to pay it forward, because I had people when I started give me advice and some tips and kind of help me out. So if you ever decide to get into live streaming or podcasting, please let me know. And I do have another show that I have a co-host from Los Angeles. Her name's Marlene Sharp. Our show's called the Small Talk Podcast. It's a once a month entertainment podcast show I do with Marlene, and she's in the cartoon industry. We would love to have you on as a guest in the future, maybe perhaps in February or March, if you're interested in coming on that show with my co-host Marlene. We work well together.
That's cool. It sounds really fun. Yeah.
I have 3 shows I do. I have This Is My Main Baby, and then I have a Canadian Football League show I do when there's football here on in the summertime, and then I have the Small Talk podcast as well. So this is a passion of mine, and like you said, it's not work when you have a passion for it and you really enjoy it.
Yes, that's nice.
And go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, I'm done.
And one fun fact about me is I used to be 5'9", now I'm 5'6".
What? What happened to you?
I was in the dryer too long. So they might be making a movie about me.
That's cool.
I like science fiction movies and comedy movies. By the way, since we're talking about movies that wrap this up, what's your favorite Disney movie?
Disney movie? Okay. I lately that like since my boy was born, all we watch is Disney movies. So many. So now you want me to pick one. Let me think. I really liked Moana.
Mine is Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Ah, that's a cool one. That's a cool
That was
one.
a good one.
Yeah.
And as we wrap up this show, Luna, where can our audience follow you on social media, your website, best way of contacting you, and do you have any upcoming films and music, or upcoming films and projects you'd like to share with us as we wrap this up?
Okay, I'm gonna do two one short and one feature this next 2 months, but I can't tell much. The only one I was done the short film I the executive produce, and I'm really looking forward for that one to be finished and to share with the world, because my friend wrote the story based on my real story, and I sing in there, and I had a really long monologue in there too. And then my Facebook is Luna Ming, and my Instagram it's Luna Ming, I think. So you can find me Luna Ming everywhere. Yeah, Luna Ming. And
Any plans for a future book? And if there was one actor or actress out there that could play Luna Ming, who would it be?
Michelle Young. Is that a big goal or what? Yeah.
And any plans for a book?
A book?
About your life experience?
That's another episode. We have to extend this episode to 2 hours talking about my books.
Okay, well, definitely.
Yeah, I'm also a writer too, so that's why I have already 6 books out there.
Congratulations. And you know what? If you do decide to come back on my show again, I would love to talk to you about your books and your writing and where you get your inspiration from as well.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
So, well, Luna, I want to say thank you so much for giving us over an hour of your time. I apologize for keeping you over an hour, but I want to say thank you so much. Continued success in your career, and we'll definitely keep in touch on social media. And if you could give me a little bit of time this afternoon, I will send you the full video, the audio, and then I will edit the video into reels and clips to make you and myself look good. And I will tag you in as well. And you have an open invite to come back on here again, or the Small Talk podcast in the future as well.
Hi, Chris. Thank you so much for inviting me. I had such good time talking with you and share my stories and learn about some about your show too. And I'd like to work with you again.
And hopefully one day you can visit Canada, because we are a very multi-diverse country as well. And Toronto is our version of New York, Los Angeles, Chicago. And hopefully you get to come here one day.
Yeah, I'd like to.
And when I do get up to North Carolina, I will let you know, because that's one state I'd like to go to. And I have a friend that lives in North Carolina. Her name's Belissa Crawford. She's been a guest on my show, and that's another reason I want to go up there as well to visit her one day too as well.
Yeah. When you come, and just give me a call. I'll meet you.
Will do. Well, have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll be in touch soon. Thank you so much, Luna.
You too, Chris. Bye.
Bye. All right, everybody, that wraps up season 12, episode 40, overall 645 of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, brought to you by Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership, located at 905 Woodlawn Road West in the Guelph Automall. Check out their website, barrycullen.com. And I have another announcement to make too. My next Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, brought to you and sponsored by barrycullen.com, is going to be on Friday, January 9th at 7 p.m. Eastern, with special guest Emily Arnar, She is a longtime flight attendant and social media content creator. So if you're interested in learning about the airplane or the airline industry, flight attendant industry, check out Emily Arna. I'm going to say it again. Emily Arner. I got it right. Emily's going to be our special guest tomorrow. Again, she's a flight attendant, a longtime flight attendant, and she's also a social media content creator tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 on the West Coast, and 5 in Mountain Standard Time, as Emily is based out of Arizona. So she'll be on tomorrow, and I'm working on more great guests and shows for next week as well. And as we wrap up this show, guys, again, you can follow Luna on the social media platforms I have down here on my ticker as well. And speaking of my sponsor, Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership, Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership right now is your go to service center this winter. With winter here, and it can affect your battery strengths. Go to Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership for a free 12 volts battery test. And if you happen to need a new battery, they will give you a $20 instant rebate as well if you need a new battery. So make sure you get your batteries checked out to see if they're still strong to get through the winter, or if you happen to need a new battery. And it's for 12-volt battery tests only. And you can see them at 905 Woodlawn Road West in the Guelph Auto Mall. And Barry Cullen Chevrolet is a proud sponsor and advertiser of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. If you'd like a personalized video message from yours truly, I am on Cameo.com. Go to Cameo.com, type in Chris Palme, and book your Cameo video today. I do Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, congratulations. If you want to ask me questions about my talk shows, some of my favorite guests, or interviews, or sports stories I've done, go book a Cameo through Cameo.com/Chris Palme. I look forward to doing your requests today. You can also follow me on Blue Sky Social at Live with CDP19 on Blue Sky Social. I post a lot of content there as well. And Blue Sky Social is like what Twitter X used to be like. If you're looking to adopt a pet, check out the Cambridge and District Humane Society, located at 1650 Dunbar Road in Cambridge, Ontario. Telephone number 519-623-7722, extension 0, or visit their website, cambridgehumanesociety.org. cambridgehumanesociety.org. All the animals that are up for adoption, such as Christopher and Daisy and Molly, their profiles are all available on the cambridgehumanesociety.org website. And also they're doing a quarterly raffle of 50-50. You can buy a ticket and support the Cambridge Humane Society. Go on their website and click on events as well. And if you're looking to volunteer there, go to their website, cambridgehumanesociety.org, and go into the volunteer section and fill out your application as well. And they also have Amazon wish list. So if you are able to help out with donating items, they do have an Amazon wish list on cambridgehumanesociety.org. And also, if you're in the Kitchener-Waterloo, Guelph, Cambridge area, and you have dog food, cat food, pet food that you'd like to donate to their once-a-month pet emergency fund in Cambridge for people who are struggling with the high cost of pet food, you can drop it off at 1650 Dunbar Road in Cambridge, right across from the Cambridge Centre Mall. So if you're looking to adopt, remember, adopt, don't shop, and you can't buy happiness, but you can adopt it at the Cambridge District Humane Society. And a big shout out to Michelle Glatley and the staff at the Cambridge District Humane Society. And I will be down there tomorrow at 2 o'clock to walk some dogs as well. Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, again, is live streamed on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, X, Twitch, LinkedIn, and now available on Instagram. And I am working, hopefully, to have this on TikTok as well for a 7th platform as well. You can check out my website, beacons.ai/Chris D. Palme. Beacons.ai/Chris D. Palme. All my social media sites, my media work, and some of my past episodes are available there to watch as well. Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, again, is brought to you by Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership, located at 905 Woodlawn Road West in the Guelph Auto Mall. And check out barrycollin.com for their newest selection of new and pre-owned GM vehicles, along with their great selection of all-electric vehicles and Cadillac vehicles as well. You can follow this content creator on TikTok at Chris Pame. Make sure you follow me there and like and share my content there as well. So at Chris Pame on TikTok. And my next goal is to get to 1,500 followers. I believe I'm at 1,482 right now. So it would be nice to get another 18 new followers and get to that 1,500 mark. So TikTok at Chris Pame, and check me out there as well. StreamYard is the official live stream provider of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. If you're into webinars or live streaming or podcasting, check out StreamYard.com. They have basic free plans, paid professional plans like I do. And if you're a business that does a lot of webinars or live streaming, go to StreamYard.com and contact their sales department for business pricing as well. And yours truly has been with StreamYard now for 5 years, and I give them a big thumbs up. So make sure you check out StreamYard.com. Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. The audio version is on these platforms: iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Spotify for podcasters, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Pocket Casts, Spotify, Castbox, LinkedIn, Pandora, Tuned In, YouTube Music, and Good Pods. And remember to subscribe, like, and share. And I want to say thank you to now the country of Denmark for listening to this show. I have now 71 countries around the world listening to this show on audio platforms, Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. And I've also reached well over 10,000 downloads and listens on Spotify. So thank you to everyone for listening to Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. Finally, guys, you can email the show, Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, at cpame19@gmail.com. Any comments, questions, suggestions, feedback would be greatly appreciated. And also, if you'd like to contribute to my YouTube channel and my media work, you really like my content, I am on PayPal at Chris Pame on PayPal. If you'd like to support me through PayPal, or book a personalized video message through cameo.com/Chris Pame. Finally, guys, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, X, Threads, Instagram, LinkedIn, Blue Sky Social, Facebook, everywhere except Snapchat. And remember to subscribe, like, and share my YouTube channel, Chris Pame, Live with CDP Talk Show. And I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. And I am approaching 600,000 views on my YouTube channel as well. So thank you, everyone, for watching and listening to Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. And as we wrap up this show, guys, again, I have another show tomorrow night, Friday, January 9th at 7 p.m. with my special guest, Emily Arnar, a longtime flight attendant out of Arizona and a social media content creator as well. A little sports news. The Pistons won again last night. They defeated the Chicago Bulls 108-93 without Cade Cunningham, Jalen Durant, and Tobias Harris. The Pistons are now 28-9, the best team in the East, second best team in the NBA behind the world champion Oklahoma Thunder, who have a two-game lead on the Pistons for best record. And the Pistons just keep winning. Like I said, last night without Cade Cunningham, Jalen Durant, and Tobias Harris, the Pistons beat the Bulls 108-93. So things are looking up for the Pistons. And the Detroit Red Wings are back in action tonight, too. They take on the Vancouver Canucks. Red Wings at 7 o'clock. The Red Wings have fallen to third in the Atlantic Division, so this is a big game for the Red Wings to try to get that win and 2 points, and they're playing a struggling Vancouver team right now. So Canucks, Red Wings tonight at 7 o'clock, and we got the NFL playoffs going on this weekend, and I'm going to give you CDP's NFL predictions for the wild card round. Jaguars over the Bills, Eagles over the Niners, Chargers over the Patriots. I've got the Rams over the Panthers, and I've got the Packers over the Packers over the Chicago Bears as well. So Jaguars, Eagles, Chargers, Rams, and Packers are my picks. The Philadelphia-San Francisco game is Sunday, January 11th, 4:30 on Fox with Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady and Andrew Aaron Andrews, and you can listen to the game on WIP 94.1 with the legendary Merle Reese, Mike Quick, and Devin Caney as well. The points over under is at 44.5, and the Eagles are favored by 5.5 points. So the Eagles come into this game healthy, but my concern is their offense. Can the players execute, and can Kevin Patullo call a good game against a banged up, depleted San Francisco team as well? It will not be easy. I think the Eagles will win this game, but I think it's going to be a no-biter as well. And that is about it for today, guys. I want to say thank you again to my guest, Luna Ming, an award-winning actor, singer, musician, and well-known knitwear designer based out of Chapel Hill, North Carolina, for coming on here today. And looking forward to my next show tomorrow night, Friday, January 9th, 7 o'clock with Emily Arner, a longtime flight attendant and social media content creator as well. And I'm working on more shows for next week as well. I hope everybody has a great rest of your Thursday, and we will see you back here tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for another edition of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, hosted by Chris Pame and brought to you by Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership at 905 Woodlawn Road West in the Guelph Automall. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you for watching and listening to Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show.